Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca of Artistrebeccals, and this is the channel where we have fun with art. Today I'm going to be showing you the designer's gouache from Schmincke in English Red. Let's go. Hi. We're going to be doing some folk art, whimsical designs of animals using this English Red in gouache. I have got it in my drawer. Usually I use Holbein, as you know, but I happen to see this and it is fully light fast. That's why I'm willing to use it. I only really like to use completely light fast paints. We're going to be using the bamboo sketchbook from Hahnemühle, and it's going to be quite interesting. I don't do folk art, so it's difficult for me to do terribly simple shapes that are supposed to look like and resemble something. I was looking on ChatGTP, who was explaining to me it doesn't have to be realistic, it is representational. And I thought, well, surely it's got to resemble something that we're doing. Like the robot was saying, like a teardrop body and triangle ears for a fox. And I thought, well, I've had to go up here and I'm not seeing much resemblance, but we have to go with the flow here. So what I like to do is put a little bit into the cap, and I take a little on my brush, and I'm just using a water brush. So we'll just go with what the robot was saying. And this gouache, it's so intense and smooth, particularly this English Red. It's really gorgeous colour. Very smooth. You don't have to actually add that much water to get a nice flow. The Holbein is much thicker. You do have to work it into the palette a bit more before you can have that nice consistency. Looks a bit like a bat, doesn't it? I think that's supposed to be a fox. Then apparently a cat is two round circles. Bit like figure of eight. And then that. And this I can kind of see. But the owl, that's going to be interesting. Apparently it's egg shape. And then semicircle wings. Probably should have moved him over, but we're missing off the wing here. And then, apparently, it's big eyes. So I'm assuming we put them up there. Now, I don't know if you remember a really old cartoon. I think it was only in the United Kingdom. And I think it was called something like Stop It and Tidy Up. There were these weird creatures. And from what I can vaguely remember, one of the, well, I don't know if it was one or both of them, they were always making a mess. And they looked a bit like these weird creatures. It's certainly interesting trying a different technique. And not sure if I'm going to try it again. I need to probably stick with it. We'll try another owl, I think. We'll put him over here. So, egg-shaped body. This colour, you can get so many different tones from it. It's lovely. So we've got that. And we're supposed to do semicircle wings. There we go. How do you get on doing any folk art? Have you tried it? And maybe you are a folk artist, and please be gentle. Because I haven't done this before. It could be that the eyes are supposed to go on here, but then it's very weird. I still want to put them there. And I might go in afterwards with pen, maybe. But the initial actual work is just with this gouache. It's going to look so weird when that's dry. Very odd creatures. Now, the only one that does work, I can see where the Chat GTP robot was coming from, is the cat. That does work. But the fox and the owl, I'm really not seeing that at all. There we go. I mean, that looks like a big mouse. And the tail's all wrong. It should be out here. But this is most definitely not an owl. Perhaps, no, this is dry. We're supposed to do the eyes here, maybe. We'll just keep playing about. I really want to add some feet. It looks like a bit of a squashed bug at the minute, with the great big fly close up with the wings. See if we can fit one more cat one. We do 2 circles. Doesn't say if they're supposed to be bigger than the other. Just says 2 circles and triangles for the ears. And then a sweeping tail. And these are going to take a bit to dry, I suspect. But it's very smooth. However much water you add, it is most definitely a lovely smooth gouache. And don't forget, everybody, please check if you are subscribed publicly to my channel. I recently discovered that being a public subscriber, as in giving me public watch time, the watch hours, is actually what my channel needs. I have watch time, but it's not public views from people who are publicly subscribed. So please check if your account is public or private, because it really makes a huge difference to my channel. And also some other housekeeping, while I just do this, is to give me a thumbs up. It really does help YouTube to know that you're enjoying my content, and it actually gets them to promote my channel more to more people. And I've discovered that now, instead of 90% of you not subscribed, there's now only 74 of you who are not subscribed. So excellent job at checking if you are subscribed or not. Thank you. And to everybody else out there, to my 74%, please go and look and make sure you are subscribed. It's completely free to subscribe to my channel. And when you do, you'll be notified when I next upload another video. Thank you. In white and black. And I think what we're going to do is add a little bit of detail. If it's dry enough, that is. Let's just have a look. Which is the driest? Check the back of the hand here. This is. Just some fair effects. And then I really want to have a go at his eyes. My goodness, they're going to be huge. Yeah. Maybe I think the wing's too big. Anyway, got this nice effect here. I'll just outline there. And we'll do that little beak. And what we have is some fun, whimsical, folk arty little characters, which I had not expected. So I say you have to try new things, whether you think it's going to be good or not, because you just never know where it's going to take you. And, you know, you can leave a project for a while if you don't like it and come back to it later and add to it. I do that quite a lot. I will date things. I will do a pencil sketch the day before and date it, and the next day I might outline it and date it, and then I will then the next day colour it and date it. Or I'll just wait, I'll do a first dating, and then when it's completed I'll do the finished dates. So sometimes I forget to date my work, and it's annoying because at the end, I find it a drag at the time, but at the end, when I'm looking through, I keep thinking to myself, I really wish I had dated that, because it helps with seeing your progress. Let's look at this fellow here. Really huge eyes there. Let's do him half asleep. Put that there. And then so you don't need too much detail. Sometimes there can be too much detail and it can be spoilt. So we do know that's going to be like that. And like so. It's a bit damp. And outline. I mean, this is supposed to be the fox, and the tail should have been. This is all like wrong. So I can't really do much about that. Because ideally, I suspect you needed to add a nose in like that. But by doing so, maybe, have I made it worse? Can we make it look like the tail is now in a better direction? That's a weird character. Anyway, the tail now looks like it is behind him in a better direction. So that's interesting. And then we will just outline over here. Okay, so then with the whites, we must remember to always put the lid back on our gouache. Not too tightly, otherwise it's really hard to get them back off again. But like these acrylic marker pens, they have gone much tighter recently, the brands, because my strength is still the same as it has always been. We're going to give him a white beak, I think. Just indicating some fur. this one tube of lovely designer gouache by Schmincke has created these cute, rather crazy looking folk art characters. So I hope that you found this fun and interesting and that you might be inspired to try it yourself. Please do let me know in the comments if you are going to have a go at this and whether you've used the Schmincke Designer Gouache. What do you think of it? Do you like it? And I'm going to catch you really soon on the next video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.